approaching the island of Belle Île. In this episode we take a ride on a catamaran and we visit Belle Île, a beautiful island near Quiberon. We buy a kayak and do some paddling, and of course we will show you the usual French markets and boat life in France while we work from the boat. Enjoy the episode! Okay, this is the basin in Port Haliguen, and there is our lovely boat sitting, waiting for us to go back and continue our daily works. The port, otherwise it's down there at the marina. And today on Wednesday, every Wednesday, there is a market. So we will go and buy baguettes for lunch, and we have burgers that we're gonna make. Baguette and burger. Nice. That's the fishing part, or was at least. And this is a very good exhibition for art. Yeah, it's really nice painting. Wow, probably cost like thousands of euros. Oh, this is a magician. Showing magic tricks. Property. And let's find the baguettes. Let's find the bread. Because the village has a nice walk, which we do every evening around the sea. And there is the food market. Café du Midi. We try find our lunch. We probably only need a baguette, not like all this food. Ooh, maybe not just a baguette. Baguettes and this thing. Bonjour. A little overview of our usual lunchtime. In the cockpit, we don't always have the cockpit tent, but it was raining yesterday, so we put it in, and it will be raining tomorrow, so it will stay for tomorrow as well, and then we might remove it or just leave the top but not the sides of the cockpit tent. Used our air fryer to cook potatoes, burger on the air fryer as well, French cheese, some olives, Bulgarian tzatziki, tarator, suh tarator is the name, and Coca-Cola. That's our usual lunchtime. Stanis will be joining me very soon. She's just down there finishing her daily task or lunch task, and then she's gonna join me and after that we're gonna go for a short walk before we start working again in the afternoon. Not too many boats today, very quiet in the basin. We are still in the basin. Low tide, so there are some coffee shops. Usually we have lots of boats around us here, and today none. They all gone because of the nice day, nice sailing day, nice wind with sunshine. You can only exit at high water or a few hours before and after high water. And that's for now. That's it for now. Go back and finish my lovely burger. I don't want it cold. Cold burger, not a good burger. And we decided to stay here for 2 more weeks, and then we're gonna move to La Rochelle. So 2 more weeks in Quiberon, Port Haliguen. Pronouncing it like English, but the French people pronounce slightly different, a lot different. Okay, bon appetit. Now we're gonna go to Belle Île, an island, with this catamaran. Takes 1 hour and 30 minutes sailing. It looks like a nice sized boat. So we're gonna enjoy a little bit of catamaran sailing. Welcome on board. Stanis is ready to start sailing with a large catamaran, probably 60, well, not 60, probably 50, 55 feet. We'll find out. This is going to control if the mainsail is hoisted correctly. We are turning into the wind by the look of it, so maybe the lads will be hoisting now. Pretty big traveler on the back. The captain is adjusting it to be against the wind. And he said thumbs up. Opening the spinnaker. It's nice to be just a passenger. We are fully sailing, no engines. We are doing 5.5 knots. 5.5, 5.5. That's the toilets. Zodiac. That's the captain quarters. The wind is 12-13 knots. 12-13 knots of wind. And we are doing 5.5. Thought it'd be a bit more for this catamaran. Bit slow. Hoped we do more than 5.5. That's the 13.6 is the wind. Another quarters. And the island is in front of us, 5 miles left to the island. And the Stan is enjoying the ride. So we are having this beer made in the island, and the island is very close now. And I asked the captain for the size of the catamaran, and he said it's 64 feet long and 33 or 34 wide. Incredible.
Same size as the length of our boat.
Yeah. And we are doing a bit more than 6 knots now. The wind shifted slightly towards the nose, but it's still broad reach really. It's extremely pleasant, very gentle swell, and the sun is just about to come out as well. Here's the island, here's Belle. Looks really nice, with some little beaches on the side, and there is a nice anchorage on the north side, I think. Really pretty place, beautiful surroundings. We're gonna have a little walk around the island now. The catamaran will be going back in the evening, so we have about 4 hours for ourselves. It should be enough to see the island. And that's a nice sailing boat. Perfect. And we arrived. And now we're gonna go for a walk. There are some wooden boats. We may bring the boat someday here. Looks really peaceful. And there are mooring bows aside here and looked stunning. So maybe we come some evening and spend the night here. Or at least we can hope for that. Very interesting. One mooring bow, many boats. Looks like they raft on the mooring bows. They attach the bow to one of the front mooring bow and the stern to the mooring bow on the back, and then other boats are after them, and they build a little rafting mooring bow thing. There are about 2 of them on each bow on both sides. This is the place with the mooring bows on the other side of the pontoon. Love it. Beautiful.
Yeah, really cool.
Now, our tour guide, well, not tour guide, but the first mate said that
No
trees
on the island,
So-
lots of sun.
so she said lots of sun, you need sunglasses and hats.
Need to be careful.
Stanis doesn't have sunglasses, I don't
Good that I got that scarf,
Yes.
so I can at least protect my shoulders and arms.
Beautiful spot.
Absolutely.
Let's go for a walk. And that's one of the lighthouses. Polis. Lighthouse Polis or something like that. And this is a miniature schnauzer. That's the coast of the island. Lots of rocks, little coves, very clean water, and lots of sunshine. Let's go at the other side. Nice little beaches. And we continue. is called Sauzon, maybe even in French. Something like a little central place with a little roundabout. Nothing much really in the village, just lots of sailing boats, tourists, coffee shops, creperies, lots of tourism. Oh well, only tourism really. It's a nice island village, Icelandic village I probably should say. And we're just wandering around the village before we get the catamaran back to Quiberon.
This is how the island is in the stormy weather.
Yes, this
This
is
is
how.
how you approach on a sailing boat to the island in the stormy weather.
Nice
Very cool.
tropical climate.
There's lots of those palm trees.
Deal. We continue with the tropical climate in this island.
Very beautiful gardens with those palm trees.
That's the Caribbean on the east side of the ocean, not on the west. Point Cardinal. Okay, let's go and see Point Cardinal. And on the island we ended up in this hut.
So if we get stuck in the island, we know where to come.
Yeah. Interesting. The two guys over there teaching each other to play the pipes. And the sea is on that side.
And
Stanis is boiling. From palm trees to forest trees. Interesting place.
yeah. From palm trees to pine trees.
Yeah. Yeah. Many sailing boats. Enjoying the nice day out.
Just over there and see the houses. That's probably Bangor. On the other side.
That's the entrance to the harbor. Here is the first mark. Where is the first mark? That's the first mark. Or maybe the only mark for the channel. And another little cove.
Point Cardinal.
Ah, Point Cardinal. Yeah, that's why it's called
Even
Point.
though this is a channel mark, it's not Cardinal, but
That's
but
true.
I didn't know.
And we are off, leaving the beautiful Belle Île Island, or Belle Island, Belle Île maybe, back into the 64 feet catamaran. That's the cool captain, the very cool captain, rotating it into tight spaces, this huge yoke. Now we're gonna be raising the sail. And next day, back in Quiberon, we did a little walk, enjoyed the waves, and then we went and let's see what we did. But first, enjoy the little Atlantic swell. Many rocks at the end of the point. We can go and we continue the walk on the coast over the hill there, and it's really misty and mysterious. Wow, crazy. Let's not fall down, let's stay on the rocks. We passed these rocks 1 mile actually, 1 mile from here. We entered the actual harbor, and the weather is really calm. It's just the swell that comes from the Atlantic. Imagine if there is strong wind. Whoa! Boiling. Hello. So we went to Decathlon. There was this nice inflatable canoe for 2 people, up to 195 kilograms, 3.5 meters long, and forgot the other dimensions. And we thought we buy it and we go try canoeing for a little exercise during the evenings after work. So this thing on the back is the canoe, 16 kilograms. Then we had to buy the paddleboard, the paddles, whatever is the word. Stanis has the pump and one life jacket. One on the boat, that is PFD or PDF, that you don't need to inflate. So it's late in the evening now, so we probably won't be using it. Maybe we will, we'll see. But tomorrow we will give it a go, see how it goes. The canoe kayak. Stay tuned. Well, we couldn't resist, so here we go. Now we're gonna be doing our first canoe kayaking. And now we are bringing the canoe to the beach over there.
All day, all night.
So we arrived at this beach and we're having a little refreshment. The racing boats are arriving and they put all these red flares. I'm not sure what are the racing boats, but they are over there arriving in the basin. We're gonna go and have a look now. There are the racing boats going into the basin to celebrate the end of the season or end of the race or end of something big. And here are the boats. Figaro 3.
C'était pas facile ce matin quand même. Hein.
We were parked just over here, but they said no, you need to leave. The sailing boats, the real sailing boats are arriving.
Les marins qui sont taiseux, ils ne sont pas bavards, ils parlent un petit peu quand même. Récompense, si vous voulez bien, je
Port Haliguen is really a good spot in France. Very easy to get in and out with the boat. Very big, lots of shops and so on. Pubs, bars, restaurants, walks, everything you need.
Ils sont allés du côté de Quiberon, il y a eu une arrivée qui a été
Beautiful.
du côté de la marque de la Chimère, une réduction de parcours. Voici le podium.
Second day of racing, I guess, and people are celebrating while the boats are racing. It's a figure of 3 class of racing boats.